Today is not an ordinary day. This day was not created by accident. It was designed with intention, crafted with purpose, and filled with divine opportunity. And before you step into anything else, you must understand this. You don't face this day alone. You walk into it with authority, with power, and with a voice that heaven responds to. So today we pray, Father, in the name of the Most High, we come before you with confidence, not fear, not doubt, but bold assurance. We thank you for the gift of this day, not because everything is perfect, but because you are present. Command your day, don't be controlled by it. Too many people wake up and immediately surrender their day to circumstances, emotions, and unexpected situations. They react instead of lead, they drift instead of decide, and by the end of the day they wonder where their time and energy went. But today you must make a conscious decision that this pattern ends. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are a steward of time, a manager of moments, and a carrier of purpose. The day does not define you, define the day. When you begin your day with prayer and intention, you are not just going through a ritual, you are setting the direction of your life. Prayer is not about escaping reality, it is about establishing authority over it. It centers your mind, strengthens your spirit, and aligns your actions with something greater than your emotions. Instead of waking up and asking, what will happen to me today? You begin to declare, this is what I will accomplish, this is how I will think, and this is how I will respond. That shift alone changes everything. Circumstances will come, challenges will arise, and not everything will go according to your plan. But that does not mean you lose control. It simply means you must stay anchored. When pressure builds, you don't panic, you pause. When negativity tries to enter your mind, you replace it with truth. When distractions appear, you refocus on your assignment. This is what it means to command your day. It is not about controlling everything around you, but mastering what is within you. You have the power to choose your attitude, your response, and your focus. No one can take that from you unless you give it away. If you allow every inconvenience to frustrate you, every opinion to shake you, and every delay to discourage you, then you hand over control of your day piece by piece. But when you stand firm, grounded in prayer and guided by intention, you become unshaken. You move with clarity, you act with purpose, and you respond with wisdom. So today, refuse to drift. Refuse to be passive. Make decisions early about who you will be and how you will live this day. Speak over your morning, guard your thoughts throughout the afternoon, and finish your evening with reflection and gratitude. When you take authority over your inner world, your outer world begins to align. This is how you stop surviving your days and start leading them with power, purpose, and unwavering intention. Prayer is alignment, not begging. Too often people approach prayer as if they are coming from a place of lack, as if they must convince God to act on their behalf. That mindset creates weakness, hesitation, and doubt. But prayer was never designed to make you feel small. It was designed to connect you to purpose. It is not about trying to pull something down from heaven. It is about positioning yourself to walk in what has already been made available. When you understand this, your entire posture in prayer changes. You stop pleading and you start declaring. You stop doubting and you start aligning. Dialamanjan means bringing your thoughts, your words, and your actions into agreement with a higher purpose. It means you no longer allow fear, confusion, or insecurity to dictate how you think. Instead, you intentionally choose clarity, truth, and vision. Prayer becomes the moment where you reset your mind and realign your direction. You remind yourself of who you are, what you are called to do, and how you are meant to operate. It is not about escaping your responsibilities. It is about empowering yourself to fulfill them with confidence and strength. When you pray from a place of alignment, you begin to see that many of the things you are asking for have already been prepared. You simply have to step into them. Opportunities, growth, discipline, and even solutions often exist, but they require your awareness and your action. Prayer sharpens that awareness. It opens your eyes to what you previously overlooked and gives you the courage to move forward. Instead of waiting for something to happen, you begin to move with expectation, knowing that you are supported and guided. This kind of prayer transforms your language. You no longer say, I hope things get better, but instead, I am walking into what is already prepared for me. You don't say, I'm not sure I can handle this, but rather, I have what it takes to face this moment. Your words become intentional and your mindset becomes disciplined. You stop reinforcing limitations and start reinforcing truth. And as your thinking changes, your behavior follows. It's important to understand that alignment does not mean everything becomes easy. Challenges will still come and obstacles will still appear. But when you are aligned, you are not shaken by them. You see them differently. Instead of viewing them as barriers, you recognize them as part of the process that shapes you and strengthens you. Prayer in this sense is not removing difficulty. It is preparing you to rise above it, so when you pray today, don't shrink back. Stand firm, speak with clarity, align your mind with purpose and your heart with truth. You are not begging for scraps. You are stepping into what has already been established. And when you live from that place, you move with confidence, act with intention, and walk through your day with a quiet but undeniable authority. Protect your mindset relentlessly. Whether you realize it or not, your mind is under constant influence through what you see, what you hear, what people say, and even what you repeatedly tell yourself. If you are not intentional about guarding it, it will be shaped by fear, doubt, and distraction without your permission. And once those take root, they begin to affect how you think, how you act, and ultimately what you produce in your life. That's why protecting your mindset is not optional. It is essential. It is a daily responsibility that determines the quality of your decisions and the direction of your future. Fear will try to convince you that you are not ready. Doubt will whisper that you are not capable. Distraction will pull your attention away from what truly matters. None of these come with loud warnings. They show up subtly, often disguised as reasonable thoughts. That is why you must be alert. You cannot accept every thought that crosses your mind as truth. You must examine it, challenge it, and if necessary, replace it. This is what it means to be disciplined in your thinking. You don't allow negativity to settle. You confront it immediately and redirect your focus. Choosing faith, clarity, and vision is an intentional act. It doesn't happen automatically. Decide it. Faith is not ignoring reality. It is choosing to believe in possibility despite it. Clarity is not the absence of uncertainty. It is having a clear sense of direction even when all the details are not visible. Vision is not just about dreaming. It is about seeing beyond your current situation and committing to what could be. When you choose these, you create a mental environment that supports growth instead of limiting it. Your thoughts are powerful because they shape your perception, and your perception influences your actions. If you constantly think in terms of limitation, you will act with hesitation. If you think with confidence and purpose, you will act with boldness and intention. This is how your internal world creates your external reality. It is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about training your mind to respond in a way that moves you forward rather than holding you back. Protecting your mindset also means being selective about what you allow into your space. Not every conversation deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your consideration. Not every distraction deserves your time. You must learn to filter what you absorb, because whatever you consistently take in will eventually show up in how you think and behave. Guard your environment as carefully as you guard your goals. So today, be intentional. When fear tries to rise, answer it with truth. When doubt appears, counter it with confidence. When distractions come, refocus on your purpose. This is not a one-time effort, it is a continuous practice. But as you stay committed, you will notice a shift. Your thinking will become sharper, your decisions stronger, and your actions more consistent. And from that place, you will begin to shape a reality that reflects not your fears, but your faith, your clarity, and your vision. Walk in purpose and expect progress. This day is not meant to be wasted, delayed, or lived passively. It is designed for movement. There is something about today that holds opportunity, growth, and the potential for breakthrough, but it will not force itself upon you. You must choose to step into it. Too many people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, or the perfect conditions before they act, and in doing so, they miss what was already available. Progress does not come from waiting. It comes from moving with intention, even when everything is not fully clear. Purpose gives direction to your movement. Without it, you may stay busy but accomplish very little. When you understand your purpose, even at a basic level, your actions become more focused and meaningful. You begin to ask better questions. Does this align with where I'm going? Is this helping me grow? Is this worth my time and energy? These questions protect you from distractions and keep you anchored. Walking in purpose does not mean you have everything figured out. It means you are committed to moving forward with what you know, trusting that clarity will increase as you act. Discipline is what sustains that movement. Motivation may get you started, but it is discipline that keeps you going when you feel tired, uncertain, or distracted. It is choosing to do what needs to be done, even when it is uncomfortable. It is staying consistent when results are not immediate. It is showing up for your goals, your responsibilities, and your growth, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Discipline turns intention into action and action into progress. You must also learn to recognize that opportunities are often already in front of you. They may not always look impressive or obvious. Sometimes they come as small tasks, simple ideas, or moments that seem ordinary. But when you approach your day with awareness and readiness, you begin to see them differently. Instead of overlooking them, you step into them. Instead of hesitating, you act. And as you act, those small opportunities begin to compound into meaningful progress. Expecting progress is just as important as working for it. Your expectation shapes your attitude and your effort. If you expect nothing to change, you will approach your day with hesitation and low energy. But when you expect growth, improvement, and results, you carry yourself differently. You become more engaged, more focused, and more resilient. You begin to look for solutions instead of excuses, and you stay committed even when challenges arise. This does not mean every step will be easy or every effort will produce immediate results. There will be setbacks, delays, and moments of frustration. But progress is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is quiet and steady. It is found in the small wins, the lessons learned, and the consistency you build over time. So today, move with purpose. Stay disciplined in your actions. Pay attention to the opportunities around you, and expect that something meaningful will come from your effort. When you live this way, you don't just pass through the day. You grow through it. As this day unfolds, remember that you are not here by chance. You are here with purpose, with authority, and with the ability to shape what comes next. You have been given the power to command your day. Align yourself through prayer, protect your mindset, and walk boldly in purpose. Nothing about today is ordinary unless you choose to treat it that way. Every moment carries potential, and every decision you make moves you closer to growth or further into delay. So don't just listen, act. Take a moment right now to center yourself, speak over your day, and commit to moving with intention. Refuse to drift, refuse to shrink back. Step forward with clarity, discipline, and expectation. And as you go, carry this mindset with you. Today will not be wasted. It will be maximized. Now go and live it.